Okay. All right. The reason why I put out an invitation for those that want it, and I know there's going to be some people that are going to be watching this later, is because here's what I really feel strongly about. As you guys may or may not know, the company has introduced this thing called the iTeraCare Gallery. Let's just call it a wellness center. They're calling them the galleries overseas, but it's going to be a wellness center where any distributor has the ability to open up their own center. They have to go through a certification. They have to have a certain size building. They have to have an employee that's behind the front desk, that type of thing. So it's basically like somebody says, hey, I want to have the iTeraCare device available, and I want to have my own business. I know there's a lot of people that are kind of excited about it, but here's what I feel is going to be the easiest way to move the needle. And the reason why I know this is because we've been doing them. And every time we do one, it's nothing but success. It's nothing but people happy. It's nothing more than people having fun. And that's doing these wand parties, or let's call them a wand gathering. Okay. Let's call it a gathering. And at this wand gathering, you guys, here's what I'm gonna lay out what I feel is the roadmap for people to come in as diamonds and get their investment back in their first week. Okay, because like we've talked on the call the other night, like Rob said, and I said, it is just as easy to get someone to do a diamond as it is a classic. Okay, the only thing that would not allow them to do that is maybe because of money. But what I'm finding is people are figuring out a way how to do it. So putting it on a credit card, knowing here's what's going to happen next. Okay, so here's the scenario I want to create for you. So let's say Tiffany's brand new. Tiffany signs up, and Tiffany's all excited. Tiffany's going to go through a getting started training, which we know, we've done before. And I'm going to do a getting started training video here tonight, and I'm going to post it in the back of our marketing center. So Tiffany's all excited. So what Tiffany's going to do, she's going to go through the getting started training. She's going to create her list of 50 people. Most of them are going to be local, okay? And she's going to invite for 1 week while she's waiting for her inventory to come. So it's going to take, let's say 3 business days. We ship out same days, you guys know. But let's say, it's Monday and she's going to get her product on Thursday, okay? On the long end. What she's going to do is she's going to go through the getting started training. She's going to go through the mindset stuff. She's going to get in that mindset of inviting people to come to her gathering, her wand gathering. Okay. And at this gathering, she's going to have friends, family, neighbors, and they're going to invite them over. It can be whatever kind of gathering you want. So whatever you're passionate about. So if you want to do, wine, if you want to do wellness, if you want to do energy and wand parties, whatever it is you want to do. Like Gilbert, I see you doing fitness and wand party. Right? You invite your clients over, you get 10 of them together, you guys do a little workout, and then you wand people. Okay. And talk about the device, talk about it. Okay. However you want to do it. I don't see it being longer than like a 45-minute thing. It doesn't have to be. Anybody wants to stay longer than that, they can. But you pretty much can get in, show the little 3.5-minute movie, have the host say, thanks for coming. Here's what I'm so excited about. I've been using the device now for 4 days because she's got her product. She's been using it for 4 days. She can share a testimonial. And then we watch the little 3-minute and 30-second video. And then we start wanding people. We start going through the protocol of wanding people. Okay. So you want to have a couple devices. So Tiffany would have, two, maybe she bought a diamond package, but she brought a premium, and she's got 7 wands, something like that. Okay. So you'll just kind of run through the protocol, and you run people through the 10 meridians. You do the first 2, like tell them to do their hand, like their left hand first or right, doesn't matter. And then just give them the wand. Okay. And as you give them the wands, you can have 5 people sitting down at the same time, all doing the hands. Okay, guys, now go to your other hand as you're talking them through it. Okay. Now go to your feet. And you're just literally allowing them to touch it. And it's so very important, you guys, that you let them touch it. And if there's a spouse, here's what I've seen. If there's a spouse or significant other, have them do each other. It's amazing. Like this one couple at the last party we did, they literally sat in the corner and they were just like, how's that feel? Oh, how's that feel? They're like, oh my God, yeah, do it right there. And it was just like this beautiful engagement. And I'm like, oh my gosh, you guys, this is something you can do every night, right? I mean, it's something you guys could, spend time together and taking care of each other. So, you do that. Yeah, somebody's coming out. You do this, and then you have order forms. So we're going to have order forms that are already printed out for you guys just to download them out of the back office. You're going to print these bad boys out and have them on hand, because what we've seen is, unless you've got somebody that's super fast like Rhonda, it's so much easier to take the orders. Here, Mary, here, Dave, here, T. Just fill it out, choose your kit. If you need any help choosing your products, because the order form we have has got all the pictures and all the products on it. It's really nice. And then they just fill it out. You give them your product, and then you have their product shipped to you. Okay. So that's kind of the flow of what happens during that. What I'd like to do too is add the next level is, if I know that there's a party, I will then zoom into, if it's possible. And I don't want to add another piece to this, because a lot of people, how do I get my Zoom on my TV and all that stuff? So if it's technically possible, and Tiffany knows how to do that, and she sets everything up prior to, right, where we're not figuring out why we're there. Like, she's already tested it. She's tested the Zoom. It's on her big screen. She's just got to hit the button, and I can call in and share my story and encourage people to sign up. That's what we want to do. No more than 45 minutes, you guys. Anything of and beyond that is just you guys just hobnobbing, having fun, answering questions, going to websites, trying all the devices. It's crazy. The last party we did, we only had 2 pros, and one of the ladies, I said on the call not that she was upset that we didn't have another one, because she wanted it. So at some point, as you guys start earning your credits and your bonus points, you're going to use this to replenish your stock and buy all the devices and have all the devices. That's what I see happening. Like, I see people having one of each, right? They'll always have their go-to one, which is going to be, the pro, or, I love the premium, but it's whatever you guys want. Okay. So that's kind of the flow. What I really, really, really want to do with you guys is I want you guys to test this model, because what I'm going to do is, I feel so strongly about this because we've been doing them. And by the way, nobody in the company is doing anything like this. So everybody is doing onesies, twosies. And there's nothing wrong with onesies, twosies, but you guys all come from the same cloth that I was cut from, in Visalis, where, you could promote all week long. So Tiffany, all she's doing all week long while she's waiting for her devices is Tiffany's filling up her house. She's filling up her house. And if let's say she puts 12 people in the house, I can guarantee half of them are going to buy a device. At least. She might sell all 10 of her devices her very first week in the business. Now Tiffany goes, oh my gosh, that was freaking amazing. I want to do it. And then you have people, which we already have, people booking an event or a party from a party, just like we used to do back in the day. We've had people saying, can you guys do this at my house next week, since I'm signing up today? You guys, and this is the beautiful thing about this, because we train people on, number one, coming in as a diamond, if they physically, mentally, spiritually can do that, okay? And then say, here's what's going to happen, and tell them, here's what's going to happen next week, next Tuesday, let's say today's Tuesday. Next Tuesday, we're going to have your very first grand opening. We're going to have your wand gathering, your wand, you call it party, whatever you want, your wand party. And we're going to invite all your friends and family, everybody local, to come over. If you have chiropractors, whatever, invite them over. And when you invite them over, we're going to do a little demonstration. Okay. So all week long, she's going to know, Tiffany's going to know, hey, I got 3 people coming. She's going to text me and go, oh my gosh, I got another one. Great. Keep going, Tiffany. And then I, as her sponsor, I can keep her, moving down the track. Right. So we had that first party. She sells 10 of her devices, 5 of her devices, 6. If she sells 1 device, you guys, Tiffany feels amazing. Okay. Because she changed one person's life. And I know, and you guys know, since we've been doing this now for a few months, you guys know that these people are going to go home and they're going to play with it, and they're going to go, OMG, my mom wants one. My sister wants one. My buddy at my work wants. You see what I'm saying? So you guys, we know this is how it's going to play out. This is how we're going to move hundreds and hundreds of devices you know, yeah, it's going to be daily. I mean, seriously, like we're going to imagine this, 10 people on a Tuesday night, 10 parties, and all these parties are packed, 15 people, 20 people. And we sell half of everybody at these parties. So guys, that's 100 wands in one night. That's what we're going to be able to do with this model. And now think about your team though. Gilbert, you bring somebody on and you train your team. Hey, congratulations, Mary. Great, you sign up as a gold, doesn't matter, dime doesn't matter. Here's what we're going to do. We're going to spend 1 week. I know you're excited, but this week too, Gilbert gets to train his brand new person. Tiffany, I get to train you during the course of the week too. I get to help you. You're going to go in the back office. You're going to watch videos. You're going to, feel comfortable so that when your gathering happens, when you have your wand party, like you go, oh man, I got this. I've watched videos. I know training. I know how to put somebody in the system. I'm freaking ready. Okay, so we spend a week kind of like on the job kind of training to get Tiffany ready for her party. Okay, and you guys, we just do this over and over and over and over and over again. Okay, so my goal is to have this group be the testers of this, and anybody else that's watching this, anybody wants to do this model, you guys, I know this model is going to work, and it's going to be fun. The main thing is, you guys, you're not going to be able to screw this up. You're going to invite friends over. They're going to know why they're coming over. Hey, I'm having this wand party. I've got this amazing device. I'll help you guys with the verbiage. You got to come over and see it. If you've got any pain, any discomfort, anything going on with you, you're going to love this device. Okay. And then you guys do your thing, and then we'll close it out if we need to, and then away we go. So the whole goal is to have you and your team members all adapting this model so that we literally have hundreds of parties. Let's just say we have 20 parties a night going on in Team Mojo every single night of the week. There's 20 parties, all over the country, all over the world now, because we just signed up a person in the UK and the Philippines. So we're going to have people all over the world that are constantly 24/7 while you guys are sleeping, that are on your team, that are doing parties. And I've never had that before. It's always been, hey, what time's in? I'm in Central. Well, now I got to worry about somebody that's in Australia, which is, we just signed up somebody in Australia. You know what I'm saying? It's like, so if we teach this model, you guys, all of you have the opportunity to literally earn money in your sleep. And that's what I'm really, really, really excited about. Okay. So I'm going to use you guys to, number one, make sure you have inventory. If you don't, get some before your party, if you can. If you physically and financially can, buy 3 wands, buy 5, I don't care. Have wands on hand. Have your first party. Sell these people your wands, except you're going to put them into the system so that you get commission on it and you get bonus points on it, right? So you get that, and then have theirs shipped back to you to replace your stock. Okay, you're not just going to sell them out of your inventory and go, hey, it's $380. You don't want to do that because you make no money. You want to have them fill out the form, put them in the system, give them a position, whether they do anything or not, doesn't matter. You get the commission, you have their unit shipped to you. Any questions on that? Okay, that's a way for you guys to make $100, $300, $500 in a night. Okay, and if we can show a new person how they can spend a whole week preparing for their grand opening, preparing for their party, and they pack their house with 5 people, 10 people. Let's just say 10 is like the magic number. Let's say 10 people. There's a really good chance they're going to sell 80% of their inventory that night, and they're going to be excited. Okay, and they're going to be like, oh my gosh. And then we teach this through the new person to the new person to the person. So it may seem like it's slow, but and they'll probably sell onesies, twosies during the course of the week because their mom who's long distance or whatever. But if they've got anybody that's close to them, just say, look, this week is your on-the-job training. Watch some videos, know how to do a top-up link, know how to set up your marketing site, know how to use all that stuff, so that when they do have the party, they're not all spun out. So when they have their party, they know how to sign somebody up. They know how to put somebody in. They know how to answer questions. They've been using the device for 4 days, 3 days, 5 days, whatever. Now they've got their own testimonial. Boom. And then we go. Okay. I know this is going to work. I know that it is. And I know it's going to be fun for you guys. And I also know that people are open to come to people's homes now. I mean, look at it. look at 4th of July. Everybody's just running around the streets, popping in people's homes, eating hamburgers. You know, it's like it's time. It's time to get back and connect with people again, and help people, because that's truly what we're doing. Like, we're gonna, hey, come over to my house. I got this amazing device. Bring your soreness with you. Bring your discomfort with you. Bring it, and let me show you something really cool. Okay, and I want this to be fun. You know, it's the structure that we'll have is, we'll have a guideline. You know, it's like, you know, have your computers out, stuff like that. We'll create all the checklists and stuff like that. But you guys, it's gonna be really, really, really simple. Okay. Yes, Janelle, you're gonna play that video. It'd be great if you can give them the video before they come over, right? So if I talk to my next door neighbor, hey Bob, have you heard of Terrence frequency therapy yet? Oh my gosh, I'm going to send you a video. If you like what you see, I'm having a party next Tuesday night. You need to bring Mary. You guys need to come. Bring your pain and your discomfort with you. I'm going to take care of you guys. Okay. If they watch the video and they show up, you guys, they bought. They bought. They just need to see this thing. They need to hold it. They need to touch it. Okay. If they need more information than the 3-minute and 33-second video, then there's obviously, if you want to, you can show my 28-minute presentation on a big screen or something like that. We've not done that yet, you guys. We've not done that. We go straight from that video. I talk about how it works, why it works so well. We talk about wanded water, how important water is. We have everybody drink a glass of water or two, right? We make sure everybody does that. We talk about that, why it's so important. And then we say, who's first? And man, people just jump out of their seats. Me. And so we bring one over, sit one in another chair, sit one in another chair. The other one was laying down on the sofa. We talk about the meridians, the 10 points. We even have the graph that shows them, you know, how to do it. But I just walk them through it. Okay, guys, everybody ready? All right, let's everybody do your left hand. You know, okay, for 1 minute. Okay, and I just walk them through it, and it's beautiful to watch. And you'll just see, you'll just hear them, just like, I mean, it's just fun. Okay, so there's nothing negative about it. There's nothing weird about it. It's almost so natural. It's freaky. You know, with the shake, it was kind of different, kind of selling that, you know, the blender's going, you're doing all that. Some people don't like strawberries, so you're making 17 different type of freaking flavors and crap like that. It's like, come on, guys, come over, let's have some fun. Okay, any questions on that? Cool. Okay, so what I'd like,
do you show anything other than the one?
But Holly, what? Holly?
Do you show anything other than the wand, any of the other devices
Great question.
that we have?
A great question. I'm really upset because we forgot to bring our bio, and I know that we probably would have sold probably 2 of them if we would have brought it, because we had some significant, we had 2 doctors in the place. So we bring all of our devices. Oh, actually 2, and I talk about all the devices. So I'll talk about the red one. I'll talk about, you know, the classic and the premium. I'll talk about the difference of them all. And I invite you guys. I said, this is what came to me when I started talking about them all. Guys, they all have their own personality, is what I told everybody. And they really, really do. Like, when you put the Pro in your hand versus the classic, like, you know, the Pro is the bad mamma jamma. Like, you just, as soon as you grab, you're like, oh my God, this thing. So you know that. And when you turn it on, it almost wants to like move away from you. There's so much power behind it, right? So I say that, you know, I tell them it's the Honda, which is nothing wrong with the Honda. I have a Honda. I tell them that, which is dependable, reliable, does what it's supposed to do. You have the premium, which is kind of like, you know, if you like a luxury car, like a BMW, whatever, it's kind of like that. It's nice and light. Older people love the premium. That's kind of the personality of it. It's hot, it's quiet, and it's very, very easy, you know, in one hand or 2 fingers even to actually do it. And then you have the Pro, which is kind of like the Bugatti or the Rolls Royce. It's like, it's the workhorse. And it, you know, you can leave this thing on all day long, and it cuts down half the time. And, you know, if you have a lot of issues or using it a lot, this is the one that I highly would recommend. And I kind of just walk them through that process. And then when they lay down or sit down, I go, which one would you like to use? And they always say the Pro. It's the most beautiful thing. That's the one they want. They want to feel it. And you know, when they say, God, that's 3,800, that's expensive. And I go, I know, but you deserve it. You guys, I've been saying that to everybody. I know, but you deserve it. You deserve it. It's kind of like going on vacation. Yeah, you deserve it. It's kind of like buying another car. Yeah, you deserve it. So um still do, yeah, still talk about it. Still talk about it. Still talk about the devices, the difference of them, because somebody can order them. And you guys, and we ship everything out in 2 days. So if somebody buys a Pro, we ship that thing out freaking 2-day air. All right. We want them to have it right now. We want them to have it right now for you. Okay. So please talk about all of them. Especially say that the premium is quiet and it's very, very light and portable. Okay. And it really is. I know, Gilbert, you got one. So and Tiffany's got one. So it's like, if you have a premium, like it's just an awesome device. Okay. So well, I'll have this all mapped out. Yeah, I'll have this all mapped out so you guys can know kind of the flow. You know, we want to, you know, tell your story, welcome everybody, show the video, explain the difference of all three devices, and then obviously make sure they drink water first. Yep. And then have everybody sit down. Who wants to go first? Great. Which one do you want to try? Okay. You do one hand for a second, then you give it to them. Say, okay, just do that for another minute, and then get everybody doing it together. It's so cool. It's like they're all kids all of a sudden. It's kind of cool. Like everybody turns into a kid with this. So this is what I really want to encourage you guys to do, to give it a shot. If you don't have product, that's okay. You still can take orders, still do all that. But at some point, you're going to want to have inventory, just because you're going to see if 6 people want it and you only have 2 devices, it's a weird kind of feeling, like who gets the first 2. And you can say, hey guys, I only have 2 wands. The first 2 people that sign up, you guys can have the first 2, and you'll have people like boom, go right to it, like right away. Because as soon as we said we had 2 pros, like 2 people said, okay, I want it. Like we went, oh snap. And so the lady goes, yes, Tip.
So it's also a good idea too, if you're building your team, to have extra wands. I have loaned out a couple wands to multiple team members so that they were able to give wands away right away, even they're waiting for their shipments, or you know, whatever the case may be. Hey, this lady wants one right now. I was able to give one for Brittany's been wanting her neighbor's dog for, you know, 4 days, and she was going out of town. She's like, oh my gosh. She's like, do you have any stock? She's ready to buy. And I'm like, absolutely.
Yeah,
I'll drive 20 minutes to go hang out with her and her dog. Yeah, sure. Here's the wand, and then ship the other one to me. Good to go.
Yeah. Rob is doing something really cool in Kansas City, Gilbert. He's got like 3 wands plus his Pro. He bought another Pro. And the only one he lends out is the Pro. And the one that he named Wanda. So Wanda's out, you know, working the streets right now, and so he drops them off for 3 days, and it's crazy. People are buying Pros right now. Like I just talked to a chiropractor today who's buying another one. So for him. So what you want to do, and I know we never preach having inventory, but this is so evident because of this, you know, this one-off type device, to have inventory. And we've done 6 or 7, 8 parties already, and you know, almost 100% on every party. And we're not doing anything spectacular. It's not because it's Tony and Rhonda. It's like people are just buying. And that's what I love. People are going, yes, here's my credit card. Oh, and I want an ion shield. And I want this other thing too. Always wear your ion shields. I think most of you have your ion shield. You guys wear that freaking thing. I sold another one to a lady that came over to my house. She bought the premium, and she goes, what's that necklace? And she bought the ion shield too. I'm like, oh, okay. So be a product of the product. Right. I know. I mean, it goes without saying, but with this particularly, please wear your ion shield if you have one. If you have credits, you guys use your credits to get one. You know, use your credits to buy one, and use your credits to buy, you know, get the water bottle. Right. Have it. Okay.
Tony?
And if you got some extra credits, you please get some wands, because just like what Tiffany said, you want these out, and people will buy them. Okay.
How do you explain the ion shield quickly? And then also the water bottle, actually, I would like to.
Okay, so
I'm
on
like,
yeah, on our website, on the marketing site is you can watch. There's 2 videos. There's one on the hydrogen bottle and there's one on the ion shield. But I will tell you in a nutshell. People say, "Hey, what is that thing you wear?" And I said, "Well, there's over 60 million negative ions that are coming out of this little tiny device right here. It's creating a very safe breathing space for me. So, people sneezing, airborne stuff, virus, stuff like that, it all gets killed before I breathe it. So it helps me with my respiratory and breathing cleaner air." Really? Well, you look like Iron Man. I know, because it lights up. So that's what I tell people, that's true. The hydrogen water, you guys, is for those that have the bottle, which I think all of you do, but the hydrogen water, when you drink that water, number one, it tastes freaking amazing, but it's you're drinking, minerals are being infused in that water, and then the hydrogen allows the nutrients. It's almost like drinking like coffee or Red Bulls or something like that, but healthy. It actually, that hydrogen moves through your body, helps with energy, blood flow, circulation, recovery, detoxing, all of that so much faster. So hydrogen water right now is kind of like a buzz, and we have a portable hydrogen bottle, obviously, that can do that. So people will buy that. If you have it, people will buy it. They'll just see and go, "Yeah, I'll take that too." But you have to definitely talk about the different products, okay, you guys? So what we did at Dr. Kevin's party, which was great, he had the website, the marketing site, up on the TV screen behind me. And so he just scrolled down. I said, "Doctor, can you go down to the ion shield?" And we push it and watch the video. "Hey, can you go down to the thing?" Boom. And we just did that. Worked like a charm. That's the first time we've ever done it. In fact, it's crazy. Like, there's some smart people in our company.
Yeah.
So now you guys, if you're sitting in front of people and you can somehow broadcast your computer up on the TV, or if you have a smart TV, just log into the internet and open up your marketing site, that's your presentation. That's it. You can even click on it, show the testimonials of the dog that's on there, the testimony of the veterinarian that has whatever. You guys, it's all on there. So it's really cool. The video's on there, everything. So let's use the tools that we have to tell the story for us. All you guys want to do as the host is welcome people and share your story and why you're so excited that everybody showed up. Because you're going to hear something that once you hear it, you can't unhear it. And you can't definitely unsee it. And when you feel it, you definitely can't unfeel what you're about to feel. And that, you guys, I've never had a product like that, ever. So, and again, all the parties we've done and the parties that are being done right now that we're not even at, it's awesome. Okay. So what I want you guys to all do is pick a day next week. Today's Friday, so maybe Wednesday. Give yourself like 4 or 5 days to do nothing but to invite clients, your people over to your house, okay, and have them come over. "Hey, can you come over at 7 o'clock, from 7 to 8? I'm doing a wand and whatever party you feel it wants to be. Wine and wand, cheese and wand, wellness and wand. I don't know, whatever. What do you want it to be? Gilbert, workout and wand party. That's kind of badass. I like that. So something. And then brochures and things like that, you guys can have, we have all of that available for you to hand out and things like that if you need it. But it's pretty simple. Okay. So then keep track of kind of like how many calls you're making. "Hey, I talked to 20 people and I have 7 confirmed." So you kind of know your numbers or whatever. It's just kind of track that to see how difficult it is. Then we can say, "Hey, by the way, we've been running this model for the month of July. We had a group of 10 people that were doing these parties. Their volume went up by 168%. They, for every, 10 people that bought, they had to make, 42 phone calls, whatever." Okay. Be as thorough as you possibly can. You'll know. I just feel that the numbers of this are going to be a lot better. "Hey, I'm having this wine and wand party at my house. You've been hearing about this device that I have. Bring your pain, your discomfort, bring all that over, and I'm going to share something really cool with you."
Good.
Okay. Questions?
Sounds good.
Okay, so I will make sure, do you guys have the PDF, the order form? I know we put it in the groups. It's probably in the Team Mojo group. So just go
Yeah.
to the top, click on it, download the application or the product order form or whatever it's called. I think it's probably product order form.
Yeah.
Really, really nice. Print out a bunch. You guys should just have those anyway, you know? And people fill them out, have them put all their contact information in there and their credit card information in there and all that at the party and their email address and put them in the system and then have theirs. The only thing is you have to have theirs shipped to you. That's it. Okay. All right. I'm going to end the recording here. Hold on. And have fun with this.